And this week and kind of this month, I will be here in the squeakiest chair ever made. Um, will be at my in law's house, dog sitting for, he's over there. There's a dog over there, there's a dog right here, and hopefully, you get to see more of them. I have a ring light on me, so you can see everything, which just shows you how much of a monster I've become. So I'm gonna be continuing making a packer. Oh shit, I didn't get my polyfill. I'm gonna have to do that. Yes, so I'm gonna be continuing to make a packer for an order that I have, and then I have another order for a packer, and then I'm done for the month of June, making packers so that I can go and make some cute things for Pride. And I'm super excited. My idea of for my outfit is just constantly changing. And isn't my shirt fucking rad? I got from Walmart. Walmart and Target have the best shirts. I don't care who you ask. Um, so in other news, they changed my bar um to make it tighter because it needed to be, but in reaction to that, my lip is swelling up. So it's starting to swell around the piercing, which isn't great. So if you see me like this a lot, it's because I'm just trying to keep the tissue off of the thing. So I have actually a bunch of exciting and then some like less exciting things to tell you all. So I'll wait for some people to filter in before I go full in on what's happening in my life. You may have noticed my hair and my eyebrows are different from last time you saw me. I did do my hair. It's lighter than normal, so for this is good enough for my sister's wedding in like a week or 2 weeks, but I'm going to be a more coppery color for Pride because it's just too light for me. Not my fave. So I made a mistake in my eyebrows. I made several mistakes, let's be honest. I made several mistakes. I usually take this hair dye and I put it on my eyebrows, which are dark brown. And it usually gives them a little tint, very cute, and that's that. Well, I was dyeing my hair, and the first step of it is bleaching. Um, and wasn't thinking and put bleach on my eyebrows. So my eyebrows are completely bleached. Um, and they had no color to them at all, and I looked like an egg. And it was hilarious. So I put some of this orange color on them, and they were still too light, still looked crazy. So I had some red dye, put the red dye on, and the red is so red you can't quite see it in this um, video, but these are really fucking red eyebrows. Like, can you see how red they are? They look a little crazy. So we're just gonna, fill in our eyebrows when it counts. And that's that. Okay, so let's get to crocheting. Yes, so I am making a packer. I brought my handy dandy yarn cauldron. And I'm using the Psychedelic Sugar and Cream Ombre. That's the name of the color. It is one of the rainbow options I offer on my Etsy. And it looks gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty and cool looking. It pulls just like, it's awesome. On the shaft of the packer, it does kind of stripe a little bit, but It's not as bad as the other rainbow color that I use, so take what I can get. Hello everyone, welcome in. So I am going to be hopefully finishing this packer on this live. I don't have my polyfill with me and I'm too lazy to go get it, so we'll just make most of the packer and then we'll stuff it later. So I'm using my Furls anal bead hook. So tell me how you've been, what's going on in your life. Also type something in the chat so I can make sure that I can see the chat. Because sometimes I have these problems, so let me know. This is a weird height of a desk. It's like, I don't like crocheting with that. So yeah, so the other packer that I'm making is the Trans Stripe, and that involves 3 different colors. It involves light blue, light pink, and then white. Speaking of white, I was trying to go get some different cotton for my Pride shorts that I'm planning on making. It's kind of a granny square pattern, but it's not like just squares put together. It's kind of more like a hexagon, I guess. I don't know. Or like a, the corner of a granny square and just like spread out. But really cute. I'm gonna do booty shorts. I was originally gonna do assless shorts, and then I was talking to Mel about it because Mel thought I was gonna do just like holes on each cheek, but I didn't like that idea. I was gonna do like full like backless shorts, and she was like, wouldn't that like affect the fit of the shorts? And I was like, why are you so beautiful and smart? Like, just like, that's not fair. So I kind of scrapped that idea because obviously I want the shorts to fit. And she makes a good point about like if you have that much space not being taken up, it might affect the fit. I think I can make it work, but I just don't have time or energy or fucks to give. So I instead am looking at different short patterns. Now, last year I made shorts, and they're kind of like board short lengths, and I made them without a pattern. They were very easy to make, and I enjoyed them. But I want something a little bit cooler, like less material. I originally wasn't going to use acrylic yarn, but I just could not find any like trans colored yarn, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do like cotton stripes because I could find the solid colors, but I couldn't find any yarn that had like all the colors. So I decided I'm gonna use ice cream yarn from Bernat. Is it Bernat? Bernat ice cream? No, it's Lion Brand. It's Lion Brand. So I was gonna use Lion Brand ice cream yarn in the color Cake Batter because it's perfect trans colors, and I think that'll create a really beautiful, especially with the granny square stitch. I think it'll create really, really beautiful shorts. So how much of my booty am I going to show? I'm not quite sure. But I do have another yarn in mind if all else fails. So we'll just see what happens. Pride is like, we just do our best and we hoe out. you know. um, is is the is the chat working? Because I don't have any chats. I'm using my mother-in-law's computer, and it's a Mac, and I actually don't know how to use them at all. Okay. So if we're friends on Facebook and you have commented in the chat, just send me a quick message. And let me know that the chat's not working, if that's the case. Nope, that's not the right thing. Click, click, click. Okay, don't have anything so far, so I guess that's good. Yeah, so I'll just keep chit-chatting with myself. Yeah, if you missed it at the top, I am at my in-laws' house. We are dog sitting for them while they are traveling the world, which is really cool. I'm super happy for them. They're going to Istanbul and Greece, and they're doing a cruise, and I think that's so cool, and I'm so jealous. But I hope they have the best time, and just everything that they're doing looks really beautiful. So, am I jealous? Yes, but am I happy for them? Also, yes. So this little packer is going to be a 3-inch packer. So how my packers work, if you haven't seen, is there is a scrotum that I will stuff, and then right here where the stitch marker is, I will put a little tab, and that tab just kind of helps orient the user on where they should fold and place the packer. And that's where I measured the 3 inches from. So I really, once I started this live, that's when I got to the shaft of the thing. So, have some good news. I potentially have a surgery date for my top surgery. Nothing's set in stone yet, but it could potentially be next month, July 5th, which is crazy. And I am super excited, but I'm trying to like temper my excitement just in case that falls through. You know, things happen, insurance sucks, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I went to my urologist today for the first time, and we talked about bottom surgery. And there were a lot of pieces to that. For those of you, and I'll keep it YouTube safe, I guess, but you know, like all my content, it's a very involved process, and involves multiple surgeries. And one of the things you have to do is lose a bunch of weight. Well, things that I would have to do. Because they have like oh, hey, Winter. Oh, I want to buy those cakes from you so bad. Yeah, so you have to get to like a certain BMI, which kind of sucks. And there's all of these, there's a really high risk complication with these surgeries. However, they've set it up where the complications are easily fixable. So that's pretty cool that at least they're aware. of, kind of what you're going into. And they communicated that to me and my wife. Believe me, I don't want to have to sell them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know sometimes we have to make stupid sacrifices. You want to see my dog? Those are just his legs. Okay. Well, this is just such a noisy chair. So, yeah, so I had to, there's a lot of options for bottom surgery and what you can get and how you do it and the order in which you do things. I have to get a hysterectomy, which I was actually pretty worried about because I didn't want to go through menopause because I was like, I already have like a lot of emotional problems, and I think that adding on the heat of huge hormonal changes will just totally annihilate me. But they were very, they explained that the fact that I'm on testosterone will actually kind of negate a lot of the symptoms of menopause, and I felt a lot better knowing that because I just was like, I don't want to do that. Having hormones is a big no-no for me. Yeah. I understand. I mean, it's a big, convoluted thing, and like, Mel was even saying, like, she was like, I'm like, surprised that they let you get a hysterectomy, because you're so young, which, like, I was like, oh, I'm young? Stop it. Um, but, uh, but, that's like a big thing about body autonomy for AFAB people is they don't always get to choose when they get to have these surgeries or have these procedures. So I understand that I'm lucky to be able to do that, but there's a reason for it, medical reason for it. So that's why I'm allowed to do all these things. Also, they're like, oh, you have to get letters of support for every single surgery you do, unless you do like all your surgeries in a year. But like some of these surgeries take like 6 months to heal. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. So I was really glad that Mel was there because it was just a lot of information. So so yeah, let's see, hysterectomy, uh, electrolysis. One thing that I'm glad that we asked about. So I was thinking when I saw some people talking about electrolysis, like hair removal, I was like, I assumed it was downstairs, like so that they could not worry about. Hey, Prince Daniel. So that they would not have to worry about hair down there. But no, that's not. Because so I'm looking into getting a phalloplasty, and they actually take skin from your forearm to create your phallus, and they can also use your thigh, but that has like way more complications and it's way worse, and it's just you get like a beer can. Anyways, so they want me to get electrolysis on my forearm, and they said I might want to just get my whole arm. I don't know. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I've had a very mixed day because I met with a doctor who's going to do my surgery, and that was pretty sweet. But got some less great news, down the line. So, and I try to be pretty, yeah, here to make sure. So, actually, the hair removal is so that you don't have a hairy penis. That's why. That's the only reason why. Because I thought it was exactly what you said, Winter, but no, that's not the case. um, so I was very surprised at those details. Um, oh, could also be complications. Yeah. These surgeries are really high in complications. They said there is a 25% rate of complications. That's really high. And then if you add in my weight, because I'm not that BMI, it adds further complications. And so that led me to having a really uncomfortable conversation with my dietitian. And so, I was on that call at 3, so just about 2 hours ago, and it was awful. I'm so glad Mel was there. Tomorrow. I'm so glad Mel was there to like back me up and like ask questions if needed. Um, because my dietitian, trying to internal. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would just be weird. Itching can cause problems that way. I honestly, yeah, I don't know. But he was like, yeah, you don't want to hear your penis. I don't know. I'm learning a lot, like a lot. Um, but what was cool is so like the intern or resident or whoever was with my surgeon was a trans man. So it was really cool because we had this like instant camaraderie of like, yeah, you got to deal with this to get this, and and so that was really cool that he was there. And he was super nice and also really hot. But anyways, um, so had this really awkward conversation with my dietitian because my dietitian is uh, only focuses on eating disorders, and pretty much was like, if you lose weight, if I get, I want someone who understands. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I obviously like, you want the most skilled surgeon, but like someone who's been through that experience to have them as a resource is amazing. Um, so, uh, so yeah, my dietitian specializes in eating disorders and pretty much was like, there's no way you're going to get to your goal weight. Like, that's what she said. And I was like, you are super unhelpful right now. Like, I was just like, I've got all these dreams of me just existing with the appendages that I want to exist with. And then she's like, shoots them all down. And I just was like, this fucking sucks. So I was like, I'm gonna get a second opinion, and that will be from a dietitian who knows that people want to lose weight sometimes. Yeah, it was pretty awful. And I'm really glad Mel was there to back me up because like she's like, oh well, I've written doctors before, and like, um, you can sign a release saying that you acknowledge that there are um, additional risks that you accept, that they recommend something and you deny it. She's like, yeah, you could do that. And like for other surgeries, I might understand that, but for my surgery, it has such a high risk, anyways. And they said that, especially if you have like fat in the belly region, that you can like you have a significant problem with blood flow to your new appendage, and it can fucking die and fall off. I'm not I'm not signing shit that says I'm cool with that. you foresee me getting my surgeries. Thank you. I really hope so. That would be so cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, I was like, this is a hard no. I will not, I will not have that conversation. It is not worth, like I was telling Melanie, like, I was like, the point of having a surgery is to have a successful surgery. And the idea that it could just like fall right off. Like how horrifying. God. And this dietitian just was like kept she doubled down on like she's like, you're gonna try to lose weight, you're gonna plateau, and then you're gonna start restricting, and that's gonna mess up your eating disorder recovery, and then you're gonna restrict more, and then you're gonna plateau again, you're gonna restrict more. She's like, it's gonna get to a point where like your eating disorder is gonna be out of hand. I'm seeing his sad little penis falling out right now. Yeah, that would be. That's not ideal. That's not my goal. I don't want it. I hate my brain. Yeah. I did ask. If I exhibited symptoms of ARFID. Um, and hi Lydia, welcome in. And she said she was like, you definitely have some sensory issues with food. She's like, but there are other things that you don't meet the criteria for. So it was cool to know, which is part of the reason why, because my dietitian and my therapist talk, and both of them agreed that I did not meet the criteria for that. So, it was interesting to learn about for sure, and I'm sorry you go through that winter, but apparently that's not what I have. But I've got something like it shares parts of it, but it doesn't share other parts. Never cut and dry with me. So I am making a packer. See how it stripes once you get up to a smaller section. Which criteria don't you meet? She was saying something to the effect, and I may fuck this up. So if I fuck it up, I'm sorry. She was saying that people with ARFID, like losing or gaining weight, they like. She was like saying they like can't do that. Like they're not focused on losing weight. They're just focusing on like the foods that they can't ingest. Like they don't have other priorities of losing weight. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I said that right. So if I said it wrong, I'm really sorry. But I don't know. But yeah. Which I guess is why I'm kind of classified as not otherwise specified eating disorder, just like random weird problems with eating. But yeah, so I was like, she was like, I can refer you to a dietitian who works solely with weight loss. And I was like, yes, please. And, so that's ARFID. Don't have an aversion to all foods, just certain specific ones, but focus on yes. Yeah. So she was like, because like I do have sensory issues. Like some things like I can't eat because of texture, and like I told her about like how like mad I was when she was like, I felt like she was forcing me to eat meat that I didn't want to eat, and I was like felt like I had to like force food down, and how it inspired just like pure hatred. I've got a lot of problems, people. I am chock full of them, so I feel like I just got every diagnosis in the book, but except ARFID, apparently. So yeah, so this is working out nicely. I love this yarn. This is if you like working with cotton, and you have access to sugar and cream, I do highly suggest this color. Again, this color is psychedelic, and it is in the ombres. It's the sugar and cream ombres. So it works up so beautifully. Lydia, I know you work a lot with you do a lot of dishcloths. This would be really, really cool as a dishcloth. I highly recommend it. ARFID think of weight too, but they can't force themselves to eat a thing. Yeah, I mean that's how I would be, Winter. Like I don't know. It just seemed to like it seemed like it did now psychedelics. Um yeah, it didn't seem to make sense to me, but I was like, okay, whatever. Like I don't honestly, it doesn't matter about the diagnosis you get. It's just about the treatment. Um and um you know, I just I just feel like this relationship with my dietitian is coming to an end. And I kind of told her that. I was like, just take me off of your schedule. She's like, it might be hard to get back on. And I was like, okay. What happened? Oh, the screen timed out. Oh, it's weird. Yeah, as long as you get treatment that works for you. Exactly. Exactly. I'm also, so one thing I am doing, because a lot of people don't think about this, but certain medications do make you gain weight. I'm on a lot of medications that make me gain weight, like a lot of them. So, so I'm gonna talk to my psychiatrist tomorrow, and I'm going to talk to her about options for weight loss, and just kind of use that as a boost to help further my health journey. So it all sucks. It all sucks. But eventually, hopefully, get surgeries that I want, and my body will be how I want it to be. Wouldn't that be great? But there's so many hurdles to jump. So many. I don't know if you all heard it, but I have a tentative date for my top surgery. They're waiting on insurance to verify, but um, it could be as soon as July 5th. How cool is that? So I was like, I'm like, I've been working with the scheduler over at my top surgery clinic, and there's so many doctors, and thank you. There, and she didn't tell me that there was a date on the schedule or anything like that. And then when I'm at the urology place, they're like, "Oh, it looks like you're scheduled for your top surgery on July 5th." And I was like, "What?" What? And I had like a total freak out moment. Like Mel and I were like jumping up and down and like kicking our feet and like, bye bye boobies. Yeah, I donate them to science. Fuck them. um, yeah, no, I just chop them off and throw them in the trash can. I don't care. um, but yeah, so that would be exactly 4 weeks from today, and I cannot believe it. It's crazy to me. Um, but it could not happen for various reasons. One possible reason, which I don't really like, I don't know, is because I was admitted to the hospital in January for suicidal ideations, and they usually like to wait a year after you've had an incident like that to have surgery because it can be hard on your mental health. That was a thing. Man, we just repurpose genitals for trans people. Right? Let's just do like a swap. That would be so awesome. But what was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm super thrilled for that. So I hope that that happens. And we can get that done and move on to the next. They said I should expect to lose like 14 pounds of fat from just that top surgery. So if that doesn't tell you something, it should, because that's a lot. But yeah, so my life is changing. This will be my last day of vaping. I'm gonna stop after today. It's going in the trash. This is a disposable vape, so it's not like a big break or anything. Yes, they are. So, Winter, you can help me with this. Anyone can help me with this. I commented, I posted this in a trans group I'm in on Facebook. But I want to start gearing my Etsy store towards more trans friendly and trans like dysphoria busters, like that. And I've kind of already done that by having packers. I did the willy warmers, which have nothing to do with dysphoria, but people like them, so I keep them up. I really want to focus my store more on that. So I'm trying to think of different things I can create to help trans folks, because that's what I love to do. I like to pay it forward, and so I can make affordable options for them, because there's a lot of things out there, but they're not necessarily affordable. So I'm trying to think about what trans men need, what non-binary people need, what trans women need. And so a couple of my thoughts. So there are these things called knitted knockers. They also have a crochet pattern. It's free. And they are basically stuffed breast inserts that you can put in a bra. So I was thinking about doing those. And then I was also thinking about, Mel had this idea of making, like, those cute, like, summer tops and, like, crop tops and stuff like that, but making breast inserts sewn in so that people with flat chests who want to have a contoured chest, I guess it's called, can have that. And, it would be cotton and breathable and whatever. So I was trying to think of maybe I'm not sure about this idea because I don't actually know a lot about it. I don't know a lot about the AMAB experience as much as I do about the AFAB experience. So I want to learn more. I was thinking about could I make tucking panties, or could I make a gaff or something like that, if that's something that that person chooses to use. And then just trying to make people feel more comfortable in their skin. I thought about binders, but I just don't think they can come in so many sizes. They can be so tight. They can be so short, so long. I don't want to get in that game. I can sew. I'm pretty much a beginner at sewing, so I just don't feel comfortable making a binder because binders do a lot of work. Like a good binder does a lot of work, and there are a lot of affordable options on Amazon. Not the highest quality generally, but they kind of do the trick sometimes. So I think that that would be something that I just would kind of stay away from personally. But if you have any ideas of stuff that, yes, they absolutely do. And like my binders, like I think I pay because I get mine from GC2B or some whatever that website is, and like the binder itself, I think is like $50 or something like that. Like it's not cheap. They're not cheap, but they are really good. But even for me, like and they're my preferred binder. Like even for me, they're too short. Like the binding element is too short. So it would be cool if I could engineer one that was fuller coverage, but I just don't know how to do that. And then once you incorporate sizing into that, oh my gosh, that's a lot of work. So I think I'm gonna stay away from that. But yeah, I just want I have found my crochet joy in helping trans people, and I want to extend that as far as I can. So any ideas are welcome. Yeah, no one. I posted it. A lot of people liked it. No one commented. No one commented an idea. So I was like, why can't anyone just give me some ideas? Just trying to think, like what would, if I were this person, what would I need to feel confident in my body? And just trying to give people that. There's one type of packer that I think would be cool to make. Yeah, about gender affirming articles. Yeah, but like even like for you, like if there was anything that would make you feel better in your gender or in your body, you know, I I also want to help people who are non-binary who, you know, don't necessarily have the same needs as a trans man or a trans woman. So anything, but that's cool. Yeah, I yeah, and then I think I could also do a lot of like trans pride objects. I have wanted to start trying to do stuffies. So I have a bunch of different chenille yarns from, or however you say it, from Dollar Tree, and I was gonna like start just like kind of making things and just calling them like queer buddies, or like just like things that are just kind of like weird, and like I don't know if they'll be like sellers or anything like that, but like just like little things that you have that are just like they're 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 different and unique and wonderful. No, I don't know. We'll give it a try. um I got a new hook today, which I haven't bought a hook. I mean, I did buy a 4 millimeter because my 4 millimeter broke from furls, but I haven't bought a hook in a while. Other than that, but I could not find my M/N, my 9 millimeter clover hook, and I really like this hook a lot. So, but it just disappeared. So I bought this hook. I'm really happy I have it now. So I think that I'll use that to make some stuffies, and that should be good. I also have some blanket yarn, but it's like for whatever reason when I bought the blanket yarn, I was like, I should buy the blanket yarn extra because it'll work up faster, and it hurts my hands so much. So you win some, you lose some. But yeah, there's this type of packer, which I think they call it like the place that I ordered packers, my like silicone packer from. It basically is just like a smooth bulge that just sits on top of the pubis. And then it'd be crochetable though. Interesting. See, I feel like sports bras, like the thing is, like they need to be highly elastic to get on because it's like wrestling them on. But then they need to be very supportive well, actually, they need to be supportive no matter what your size is. So, I mean, there's so many companies out there. I wonder if that would be something I could try. I just don't feel comfortable enough with my sewing abilities to send that out into the world and like have someone use it, you know. I wish I could just like crochet like a band that goes across like wherever you're the largest, and it could just like, I don't know, like corset in the back or something. So that you could really like get it to like a comfortable size for you, that you can get it on and then you can corset it on. Trick is to make the bottom ribs with single crochet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I try to put one on, I'm like wrestling to get it on. It looks like I'm in pain because I am. It's been a day. It's been a day. Like, I don't even know. It can be tight, and then when you put the bra over your head, it's loose enough to fit. Mm-hmm. But what kind of yarn would you use for that? Because that's where I kind of get caught up. Because it's like, do you want an elastic yarn, or do you want something that has no stretch like cotton? Also, I really want to think about, because I got this message and it hurt my heart. But so someone ordered a cotton acrylic blend, maybe. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, so it'd have like a little bit of stretch, but not too much, and oh, that'd be nice. Um, so I got this message when I got a packer order, and this person said, please do not mark on the outside of the package what the package contains. Um, and they were like, because I do not want my family to know. And so it hurt my, I was just like, oh, it's so hard when people are, in that situation. And so I was really careful. Usually I put like little trans stickers in every order, just so, I think they're fun. And I didn't put in trans stickers. I didn't want something falling out and like a family member seeing. So I was very like specific about what I put. But I also, like I want to consider those people who are closeted, who are not in a safe environment, who are not in a supportive environment, and how do I create items for them that they can live their lives safely. I know it makes me so sad too. I always put a business card in there, and on the back of it, I was like, I wrote your note. Like, I really hope you're safe. Please take care. If you need anything, please reach out. So like, I mean, I just put like a little note in there, but I really felt for that person, and those kinds of things are like, it makes me happy that I'm able to help them in their gender affirming journey. But also, it really sucks that someone could be in that situation. So, thinking about how I can make sure that, um, people, like if I send a package that has two of the breast inserts, like I don't want it to look like a like like boobs in a package. I don't want it to, I want to make sure the package doesn't show that. So I have to get like new packages to like have to think about that stuff. So I'm trying to be really considerate of, everyone's experience so that they can be safe and healthy. But when I see things like that, it reminds me of why, pride is important, and why, we still talk about the importance of, you know, the queer community connecting with each other, and then also having allies outside of the community. Um, so it, it's just really important to remember it in times like these. Um, but yeah, I'm missing like 40 payments finally went through. Oh my gosh. If it was any other month other than June, I would be up in that helping you. But my budget, I'm trying to save money. I want to help you. I really hope that comes through for you. Um, yeah, it's a fun time to be alive. Okay, so I'm gonna measure it. I think I'm just under 3 inches now, but I'm gonna check. So I do 3 inches from the stitch marker because this part represents the scrotum, and then it bends, and this is where the shaft begins. Um, so I'm gonna measure it. I don't believe that I'm there yet. Oh, it's my little cauldron. Okay. Yeah, so I have about half an inch left. And that's before I do the head detail, but I'm gonna wait to do that to where I have stuffing because I gotta stuff this thing. So I'm torn. I was gonna ask Mel, but my main problem with male organs might be the testicles. Yeah, they've always worked. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of people. They told me how they would make mine. Well, how they would make my scrotum. Um, and the testicles are one testicle is this might gross you out. I won't talk about it. I don't want to gross you out. But they told me how they would do it, and this is Logan. He is my in-laws dog. He is a precious baby. He wants me to let him out because he's like, I don't know why he got trapped in here. At the end of the video, friend. At the end of the video. I already know how they do it. Okay, cool. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's just been a hell of a day, really. I might take a nap. I might just watch Scooby-Doo all day. Like, what's your, like, do you have, like, things you like to watch on days that have been hard? Do you have music you like to listen to on these days? Like, what do you do? I, for one, like, I need something light. I need something carefree. I need something funny. So I watch a lot of Scooby-Doo. In fact, so I was thinking about making a crossbody bag of some sort for Pride, and I was gonna make it all gay or whatever. And then on Dolls Kill Star, one of them. Yeah, the ogre interview from Little Punk People. It's so wholesome and cute. Oh. I found this bag that looks like a box of Scooby snacks, and I am so excited about it. It was like $50, which I've never spent on a bag in my life. but but I just like I could not resist. I was like, this bag is it. I also got shoes, which is inhibiting me from buying yarn from you, Winter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have got the shoes. I'm sorry. Because I'd much rather help you. Oh my gosh, I thought of a name of okay, you know how I said I was gonna make stuffies that were like weird and like, geared towards the queer community and stuff like that. What if I said queer just friends? Like we're just friends, but queer just friends. I think it's a good idea. I just had it. It just happened. I'm gonna have to rewatch this to remember what I said. Uh, yeah, I just want to make like lumpy, weird, bulbous, tentacled things and just yeah, that's my goal. It's just to make some weird things. I also bought like so I know that like little frogs are like really popular right now. And I was like, I could make some little frogs and sell them. And so I bought, so they had the perfect lime green chenille yarn at Dollar Tree. And I bought all of the yarn that they had. It was like, I bought like 10 skeins. And I was like, I'm gonna make some little ass frogs, or I'm gonna make one big frog. I don't know. I've seen like rainbow frogs. Apparently, like they're really selling well at craft fairs and stuff like that. I think once in my life, I want to do a craft fair. I don't think I need to do them like every year or several times a year because I'm not a fast crocheter. It's not going to happen. It's not for me. And like the stuff that a lot of people want, I don't really want to make. So, but I think one time, maybe for a Halloween craft fair, I want to just, go balls to the wall and just make a bunch of pumpkins and like leaves and bats and Halloween stuff and you know, I think that's what I want to do. Just one time. One time. Like stuffies, like crocheted stuffies are really, really popular right now at craft fairs. And I'm like, ugh, I can't, that's expensive yarn. And the people selling them are not selling them for a lot of money, which means that they're very fast at crocheting. If I made half the stuff that I see, then I would charge like 3 times as much for how long it takes me because I am a slowpoke. But you know, I'm not here for speed. I'm here for innovation. I don't know. But yeah, I want to make a cute little frog. I want to make a cute little frog for my mother-in-law's desk for when she gets back. And then I'll start making some weird stuff. I have some black chenille yarn, just a little bit. I have 2 skeins of that. So I could do some like black and green, like cauldron ooze. So good. I could do whatever. Sorry, I'm very weird. It's a blessing and a curse. Do the frogs. And I brought all of tiny pride kitties. Oh, that'd be so cute. I saw this video on YouTube where it was tiny triceratops, and I was like, that's cute. 15 minutes to make. They're very small, like 1.5. Oh, I love pride kitties. Yeah, but then you gotta get all of those colors. Good boy, Logan. Good boy. Um, yeah, then you got all those colors, and it's like I have all those colors in acrylic, but I don't have them in like a fluffy yarn. And people are so I spazzed out there. People are so tactile. Maybe the acrylic versus the chenille doesn't sell as I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna measure again. I think we're there. I just like to make sure. Yeah, little over, but I typically make mine. I just do the length to the head, and then the head's a little bit longer. So, but yeah. So this is the pre stuffed, pre detailed packer, and it will look like this, and hopefully it will make someone very happy because that would be my goal. So I did not bring any of my makeup. Well, I brought some of my like daily makeup to my in-laws, but I didn't bring any of like my fun creative makeup because I was already bringing like a shit ton of yarn, so I was like, I'm not gonna bring my makeup too. But I if I don't do my makeup for Pride, which I don't think I'm gonna do, Mel said I can do her makeup. So I'm thinking like kind of similar to my like trans pride mask thing. Except I'm gonna do like this, like kind of like a S, with all of the rainbow colors. And then I'm gonna put like rhinestones and maybe like some stars. I don't know. I'll have fun with it, but I think that's what I'm gonna do for Mel. Because she likes a big look, and which is great because I do too. And there's gonna be glitter. It's gonna be just too damn much. And she's like, because I'm not gonna wear anything special. And I was like, well, your face is gonna be special. Your face is always special. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm going to finish this packer, and I'm gonna hang out with my wife. So I love you all very much. I really hope your $40 comes through, Winter, I will be thinking of you, sending positive energy and brainwaves your way. And we'll talk later because we talk. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.